Hi, this is Pastor James coming to you with an uplifting message to give you some encouragement. And then after this message, I want to share some incredibly important things going on in the life of our community that we need your help with. Now, the big idea right now is this simple one, that we all need to be reminded what Christmas is about. With all of the Christmas presents and Christmas candies and Christmas songs and Christmas TV shows and Christmas movies, it's easy to see how someone might start to get confused as to what Christmas is all really about. And when we forget what Christmas is about, we end up losing. Our kids end up losing. Our neighbors end up losing. And even, those people who are in the most need end up losing. So the question I have for you today is a simple one. What do you think Christmas is about? Now, you might think that this is an easy answer. And if you say that, you're wrong. Because the answer isn't one that you give with your mouth. In fact, the answer to what is Christmas all about is really an answer that you give with your hands. It's something that you do. You know, every single year, all around the world, there is one psalm. Now that's actually a song in the Bible, written hundreds of years before Jesus was even born. But it's this psalm that is read all over the world at Christmas Eve worship services at churches of all different shapes and sizes. And these are the words of that special, special song. And hear them. They go like this. Give to the Lord, all families of the nations. Give to the Lord glory and power. Give to the Lord the glory due His name. Bring gifts. Enter His courtyards. And then it says, bow down to the Lord in His holy splendor and tremble before Him, all the earth. So the big idea is this, that the original vision of Christmas is to bring gifts to Jesus. Radical, right? Well, not really, because Christmas is actually Jesus' birthday, and it's traditional for us to give gifts to somebody on their birthday. You see, I think the Magi had the right idea. They brought gifts to Jesus. They traveled a great distance. They sacrificed a lot so that they could give their worship to Jesus, but they actually brought practical, real gifts to Jesus. We can do the same thing too. My encouragement for you is that you take some time to worship Jesus, but you also package something up. Perhaps you take one of the stockings that we have been handing out at the church and asking you to participate in and be a part of our Christmas end of year offering. These are ways, tangible ways, that you can actually bring a real gift to Jesus. I encourage you to put Jesus on your shopping list this year. And guess who's going to benefit if you do? Well, you are going to benefit. You'll grow healthier and stronger. You'll have a better Christmas. Your kids are going to benefit. The kids of our community will benefit. Your neighbors will benefit. And the people who are most in need will actually benefit from your generosity or your appreciation, your giving to Jesus Christ Himself a gift this Christmas. So, bring something special for Jesus this Christmas, and you will experience change, and even the change that you don't experience will be happening. Even the change you don't see will be happening all around you in the community. Now, there are a couple of things I have to talk to you about, and one of them is this Christmas Eve, amazing Christmas Eve that we're putting together here at Highlands Church. We have 3 services for our Christmas Eve services, but they're a little different than they've been in the past. We have a 1 o'clock Christmas service, 1 in the afternoon. Then we have a 2:30 Christmas service, and then we have another Christmas service at 4 p.m. These have been the most popular times over the past 10 years that we've been doing Christmas services. And so we're really offering these because these are when most people seem to be interested in attending the services. But here's the thing. One of the ways that we have made sure that everybody can attend a service is by asking you to RSVP. That's right. Probably never heard of RSVPing for a Christmas Eve service. Well, it's really helpful to us. Now, you don't need a ticket to come to Highlands Christmas Eve services. The whole idea is that we give out a certain number of RSVPs to every single service, and the people who are closest to Highlands will know that those are the services that are the most attended and the most full, and then they will make an effort to attend the less attended services. Why? So we make room for visitors. Because Christmas, if there's any message of Christmas, it's that we should open the inn, that we should make sure that there's room for the stranger, the wanderer, the person from out of town, the one who's not normally got a place to stay. And we should make sure that we go out of our way to really help them out. And then with that, we're still looking for some volunteers, especially volunteers for the 4 p.m. Christmas Eve service. If you can help with that, call the office. We could use your help. Now, I already talked about our Christmas end-of-year offering. We've done some amazing things. We've already handed out 75 stockings, which are already being filled and brought back to the church, and we're distributing those to local kids and families in need. We've already raised all the money that we need for the gift cards that are going to accompany those stockings, and they're going to go to the social workers who work with these families to make sure that they have everything that they need. And then we have other stockings that have started to come in. We have had such a great response, but we really, really need more. Now, on a very practical level, you hear this, every nonprofit in the whole country, on average, receives 30% of their generosity and giving in the month of December. And Highlands Church is no different. We have so much generosity we need in order to set the table for ministry and giving next year. We don't want to have to cut back on some of the ministries that have been most successful this year. Never seen so much success in our kids and our students' ministries in the whole time that I've been here. There's never been so much energy and enthusiasm to worship in the whole time that I've been here as a pastor. And so I want you to get excited. And when you give, I want you to know that it's going to the places of most need and also having the biggest impact that it possibly can. So if you're looking for a place to have a big impact, it's Highlands. Why? Because we inspire more people to participate in international mission. So if you care about international mission, then give to Highlands so that we can instill a passion for people everywhere in the hearts of more people. And when you do that, your gift is exponential. It has a much bigger impact than any other gift you can give. So I encourage you again, make a gift to Jesus, participate, and know that huge things happen. Now, one of the things that I have shared is my favorite moment this year, the sledding hill that we had. Now, instead of having one sledding hill, we had two that we set up downtown Paso, and they were funded by generous donor who just loves to fund the snow every single year. So you know who you are, and thank you very much. Now, at the top of the hill, there was a kid who came up and he told me his name. He said, "My name's Micah." Oh, so cool. And he had a suit on. I said, "Why are you wearing a suit?" "I don't know." I said, "Perfect." So we sat down and I said, "What do you want for Christmas?" And he said, "This is it." He said to me, this sledding hill was the first time that he ever saw or experienced snow in his whole entire life. And his eyes lit up and my heart was melted, and then I got to push him down the sledding hill. Now here's the thing. That's powerful, seeing snow for the first time. But for the people who encounter Christ, Jesus Christ, for the first time in their life, there is nothing that compares to see the light, the spark in their heart and their eye, the way that they smile, the way that they start to live their lives, and the thought of that rippling forward generation after generation, perhaps hundreds or perhaps even thousands of years from now. We had no idea. The Christ followers at the beginning of the church 2,000 years ago had no idea that church would have such an impact as it does 2,000 years later. We have to believe that God has great things in store for our generosity and our love. So get excited. Things have already happened. We already had over 1,500 people walk through the line of the sledding hill this last Vine Street, which is incredible. And there are going to be about 1,000 or maybe 1,500 if you invite them to our Christmas Eve services this next week on December 24th, right? It's Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas here at Highlands Church, and you're helping to make it possible. So thank you so much. God bless you. We're here for you. We're praying for you. And anytime you're in a place of need, please come tell us so that we can lift you up and help you out. Take care, and God bless.